Welcome ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to a new video. I'm Max and today I'm gonna give you my top 5 fragrances of 2019. So I know a lot of you guys told me that you wanted me to do a top 10, top 5 of the best winter fragrances, but since so many other fragrance YouTubers have done these type of lists, I thought I'd do something a little bit different. So I rounded up the whole year 2019 and now I'm gonna give you my top 5 fragrances of this year that has gone by. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. So let's jump into the 5th fragrance on my list today, and this is called Versace Man or Fresh. This is a typical summer fragrance with a very interesting starfruit note. It has some marine notes in there, of course, and some very fresh notes, some citrus notes, some bergamot, and it's very fresh. It feels like a nice summer breeze, maybe in the French Riviera. Really clean, kind of a soapy smell as well to this fragrance, but not too soapy. It's just the right amount of marine notes, fresh citrus, and a very interesting starfruit note that they put into this fragrance. So it's not a typical fresh, like soapy summer fragrance because of that starfruit note in there, I think. So this is on my 5th place for my top 5 fragrances this year. I got a lot of compliments for this in the summertime, and I also use this a lot in the wintertime when I just want to feel fresh, smell good, and don't offend anyone. So this is very light, non-offensive fragrance. So Versace Man or Fresh is my 5th choice. Okay, so we move into the 4th fragrance on this list, and this is, you all know it, the niche fragrance Creed Aventus, one of my favorites overall as well. This is so nice, of course, and I got some great compliments for this one. I really love this, both summertime and wintertime. This can't go wrong, guys, but it's very expensive, as you guys know, so you gotta cut down on your sprays if you don't want to waste up all your money. So I don't spray a lot of this because I want it to last long, because it's so expensive, guys, as you guys know. But you know, it opened up with a nice pineapple top note. They have some musk in the dry down. It's a very strong projection, this fragrance. It's very good, and girls love it, guys love it. It's a niche fragrance, but it's also very all around, I think. That's why I really like this. It's just, it's mass appealing, even though it has some niche type of perfume notes in there. So Creed Aventus, the king of the niche world, is my 4th most complimented fragrance this year, I think. Overall, a really great compliment getter, but really expensive as well, as you guys know. So let's move into my 3rd pick of these fragrances I got. So this is a fragrance that is very polarizing. A lot of people hate it, a lot of people love it, but you can't deny that this is a very mass appealing fragrance. A lot of girls love this fragrance, a lot of guys love this fragrance. For me, it's really easy to wear, and it's grown on me the last couple of months. And this is Office for Men. This is not a paid review of any kind. I know that some of you guys are really worried that I'm paid, that Jeremy paid me to promote his fragrance. He never did that, you know. And this is just my honest opinion of this fragrance. At first I didn't really like this. I think it was too sharp. I think it was just okay. But then it grew on me a bit. I think it's a really great, of course, office fragrance. And most of all, this is a compliment beast. You know, I have to be honest with you guys. I did this this street reviews, and we tested this out in the streets of Sweden. And it was overwhelming positive results of the girls. They really loved it. They say, oh, it's so fresh, it's masculine. They had a really good first impression when they just smelled it. You know, they're like, oh, like light it up directly when they smell this fragrance. So this is, of course, a very citrusy, fresh bergamot with ambroxan top in there. It's very, very clean, very fresh, suited for the office, suited for the daytime. I wore it a lot just all around as a fragrance. I don't think so much about when I'm gonna apply it. I just apply it, you know, when I'm taking a shower and don't want to think. Because this is pretty safe, I think. This is a safe fragrance. It's just fresh, masculine, great scent that a lot of girls really like just because it's very masculine, it's very fresh. It's not offensive if you don't spray too much, because it's pretty strong projection of this one. Great longevity, yeah, 8 hours at least. So Office for Men is on my third place for this year. The second place is a pretty cheap fragrance that I've talked about in previous videos as well, and this is called Jaguar Pace. This is my to-go-to sport fragrance. This is the fragrance I use when I go to the gym. Just want to smell really good, really fresh, and it had that soapy, or not soapy, I shouldn't say soapy, more shower gel type of scent to it. I really love this fragrance, even though it's so cheap. It doesn't matter, guys. It doesn't have to cost you a whole lot of money to have a great smelling fragrance. This smells like a Nivea shower gel or something like that, but in a bottle. So I really like it. You can't go wrong with this. A lot of girls really love this as well. This is a 60 milliliter bottle, and I picked this one up for like 20 bucks, and I take a lot of juice from this already. This whole winter when I worked out and stuff like that. And I've noticed, I think I've actually noticed that a lot of girls in the gym like to come closer to me. Like, I don't know if this is just my head, but I seen that people, you know, they seem to like this fragrance and feel it in the air when I move around, because I love to just spray all over me. Not all over me, but a lot of sprays before I go to the gym. To stick out like the guy who smelled really good at the gym. So this is a really good gym fragrance in my opinion. You have to pick it up. This is a really good all-around fragrance, but for me it's most suitable in the gym just because it has that out of the shower type of scent. And if you have that scent in the gym, it's so different from how the other people in the gym smell, you know. So this is really nice. I love this fragrance, even though it's a really cheapy. So pick this one up. I don't think you're gonna be disappointed. People can't hate this fragrance. It's very non-offensive. It's a compliment getter, and yeah, it's. I think every man should have at least one little bottle of this in their collection, just because it's cheap and it's non-offensive, and it's very, very peppery and opens up with black pepper. Has a red pepper in it as well. And yeah, it's just beautiful scent to me personally. So that was my fourth fragrance on this list, and now we move into my number one. This is Jean Paul Gaultier Le Beau, and I've also talked about this a little bit in previous videos and why I like it so much. This is for me, I'm a big fan of the Jean Paul Gaultier DNA. I've worn Jean Paul Gaultier fragrances since I was 18 years old. And this for me is just a new take on the old DNA, and it do it with such elegance and such youthful touch to it that I really like it. But this one is more coconutty, but it's still have that barbershop type of vibe to it, but it has a really nice coconut top in this fragrance that I really love. And I have got some really good compliments for this, guys. Girls are really crazy about this, no doubt. This is my to-go-to club perfume this whole winter, this whole dark season. You know, these darker months, I always use it when I go out. I think it's a great fragrance. I think it's very mass pleasing. Girls love it. They feel the type of Jean Paul Gaultier DNA, but then it's got a really nice sweet coconut twist on the top. That's really nice. So this is my top pick for this year. I never got so many compliments for a fragrance in my life that I got for this fragrance the last couple of months. So I usually just take a little atomizer with this, bring it on me, put it in my jacket. Before I get in the club, I take some extra sprays on my jacket, on my collar, on my shirt, and then I'm good to go. So these were my 5 top fragrances for 2019. I try to mix it up a bit, guys. Some cheapies, some more expensive fragrances, and some fragrances in between, like the Le Beau. I think it goes for like 60 bucks now for the Le Beau for a 75 milliliter bottle. So it's not that expensive, but it's a great fragrance, and all of these for me are really great fragrances. Some of them are better for, you know, the heat, you know, the summer. It's like the Versace Man or Fresh. This is a to-go-to fragrance when it's hot weather and you don't want to have a really sweet, clingy fragrance on you. So that's a really great choice. Anyways, guys, I'm not gonna talk anymore about this. I just blah on too much. So this is just a little quick video on my top 5 fragrances for 2019. And thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, please do, guys. I'm really happy if you like this content and want to see more content like this. And before I call it quits today, I just want to tell you guys that a lot of you people have asked me how it's going with the street reviews, because I know a lot of people who watch this channel want to see more street reviews. And I hear you guys, I see your comments. But the problem here is in Sweden, now it's so cold, it's so rainy all the time in here. So it's very hard, you know, I'm working, people are doing their own stuff. So it's very hard to get a good time, to get a good day when it's pretty crowded outside and people are very friendly. Because, you know, this darkness that we have here in Sweden and the Scandinavian countries, you know, people get really depressed. They don't want to talk to you when you're out on the streets and try to approach them. They just want to do their own thing, go to work, go to the coffee, and don't want to talk with anyone. So it's really hard to get some good reactions nowadays. When the weather is so bad and it's so dark, you know, it gets dark around 3 and 4 in the afternoon now here in the south of Sweden where I live. So, but it's coming, guys. It's coming more now when it's getting a little bit better weather, or brighter, you know. The days gets longer after Christmas and the next year. So hopefully I get some good reactions on the street on the most popular fragrances, and I know you guys want to see that, so of course I'm gonna do that for you guys. That's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you the next time. Bye bye.